Hi. How are y'all? I guess I can just do this.
You've been extremely uncooperative at this point. I'm cooperative. I'm cooperative. What do you guys need from me? You reek of alcohol.
Happy Sunday.
I'm trying to talk to you.
Happy daylight savings time.
I'm sorry. How many drinks do you have? Because you reek of
I'm
alcohol.
trying to make this just a little bit lower.
Nothing.
There we go.
So if I do some exercises, are you willing to do some exercises? Is that legal?
There we
You don't
go.
have to do them. Okay, let's do it. Do you want to do them?
Yes.
If I take you out of these handcuffs, are you going to cooperate?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We're watching.
If you act up, you will either charge with additional charges. Do you understand that?
Yes, I will not act up.
You're on that, right? Yeah. That's what he's so I can pay it.
I work here.
Where do you work?
Body cam. Hudson
Okay.
is trying to open
None.
my Amazon package.
If you would like to take them off, you have that opportunity to take them off.
What are you doing, honey? You want to open the box? Hi.
Okay.
You want to open the box?
Or if you
Yeah.
want to take your shoes off,
What about this box?
okay, hold it.
What about this box?
Do you take any medication?
What about this box?
Have you had traumatic brain injury?
Can you
Do
open
you
it
have
for me?
respiratory stagnance?
Can you open it for me?
No.
I love
Do you
you.
wear contacts?
Never
Thank you.
contacts.
Are you wearing them now?
I love you, sweet
Okay,
boy.
that's fine. You smoke any cannabis today?
No.
Any other drugs?
No.
No? Alright. So overall, are you healthy?
I'm healthy.
Okay. Can you come over here?
Let's open the box.
Together? Face me. If you would like to take them off, take them off.
Let's open the box. Hi, Devaya. I'm good. How are you? I'll go get my cards in just 1 second. I was just kind of like waiting for people to jump in and stuff. Hudson wants me to open this box. Unfortunately, it's very small. I don't think he's going to fit in the box, but he's going to try. He's going to try. He's just sitting right off camera watching me. He's so adorable. There he is. See?
Medical conditions are under the care of a physician. Alright.
What is it? Is it a box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Opti-free. And nice. Hair, skin, and nails. Biotin. Okay, look. Now we have one more box to open. One more box to open. I shop at Amazon a lot. I buy things that I could probably go to Walmart and get. But Walmart just hits different now. Walmart absolutely just hits different now. Liquitex fluorescence. Yes. Yes. More paint. Okay. Look. There's the boxes. Okay, so. Hi. Look what I'm working on, or I've been working on. I'm going to get cards. Okay. Happy Sunday. Happy daylight savings time for everyone. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Thank you so much, Maria. Thank you so much. You know, I'm good, Devaya. I'm very, very good. Oh my gosh. Be chillin' for right now. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think what happened was that was like, I think that was a sticker. I'm not hip to all the things that YouTube does, like the stickers and all that stuff. I should I should get that way because I'm here. I should definitely get that way. Large editor, LRG editor. God bless you too, Maria. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna do some tarot. I'm definitely gonna do some tarot. I think I saw Devaya first, so we'll start with Devaya. And let me turn this down just a little bit so it's not really, because I'm pretty sure she's getting arrested for a DUI, so I'm pretty sure she's gonna get loud. Devaya, what can I tell Devaya? What can I tell Devaya? Thank you all for being here, by the way. Thank you all very much for being here. What can I tell Devaya? What can I tell Devaya? What do I need to tell Devaya? What do I need to tell Devaya? What card does Devaya need? Okay. Death on the bottom of the deck, Devaya. High Priestess. Okay. It fell out kind of sideways. But with the Death card, I'm really thinking, Devaya, that there's something that is ending, something that has ended, and possibly you might be thinking that you don't know the whole story and it's hard for you to let it go. But with the High Priestess coming out, I feel like that's the card telling me to tell you to trust your instincts. You do know everything, and to let it go, let it end. Also, don't communicate to anybody else about it because you know the most about the situation. So, hi Sharon. Hello. Okay. Mavzuna Grizova. I sorry if I did not say that name right at all, but hi and welcome. Okay. Now let's go. Let's get, what can we, what is my cat's name? Well, I have 4, but this is Hudson. He's trying to get into the box. See, I knew he was going to, but they're small boxes. He's like, man, they're not big. He's like, maybe I can try that other one. That's Hudson. He's a really big cat, and that's a pretty small box. So, but he's going to try. He could probably sit in it. Let's see if he's going to. Yeah.
Hudson, he's a good boy. He's a sweetie baby. He likes the boxes.
Okay. I'm going to let him figure the box out. Let's see, Maria. What can I tell Maria? What can I tell Maria? I'm thinking Maria was the second one to comment. So, we're going with it. Maybe I can put it on both of us because he's pretty adorable too. There we go. What can I tell Maria? What do I need to tell Maria? Okay, the Magician on the bottom of the deck, Maria. Virgo, Gemini energy. And the Death card. Okay, so death is absolutely something ending. But the awesome thing about something ending is something brand new begins. So with the Magician card upright, it's almost like you're trying to manifest an ending to something, and you're going to be successful at manifesting the ending of whatever it is. Can you tell me anything else for Maria? The Ace of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. Okay, so 8 of Cups, walking away from something that somebody's put a lot of time and effort into. Like this is a situation that's been around for like years. And this is somebody walking away because there's no other choice. There's nothing else. It can't grow anymore. Nothing else can happen. Okay. And then the Ace of Pentacles, somebody, it's like money, a brand new opportunity, a brand new monetary opportunity has inspired this walk away. So, I mean, if it's you that's looking for a new opportunity after leaving something that you've put a lot of time and effort into, I think you well, yeah, absolutely. You're going to be successful at doing that. Now, let's see. What does this say? Okay. Let's see. LRG editor. LRG editor, large editor. LRG editor, large editor. He's like just laying on top of the box, but he kind of feels like he's in the box. Sweet boy. LRG editor. LRG editor. LRG editor. What do I need to tell LRG editor? What do I need to tell LRG editor? What do I need to tell LRG editor? Page of Wands and the Magician. Okay. Wow. Okay. I mean, this is going ahead and like sending out applications, looking out around you for opportunities, creative opportunities, kind of getting yourself out of what you see every single day. This is like reaching new territory. And I mean, it looks like this is pretty powerful, the action that you're taking, you know, the Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy, absolutely making something happen, like really powerful manifestation energy. With it's like sending out applications, going online, like looking on LinkedIn and trying to find, you know, it's creative. So this could be your job, but most definitely this is something that you're passionate about. You really enjoy it. Anything else for LRG editor? These cards, Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, that kind of flipped itself around. Like it's almost like there's somebody wanting to express some kind of love, but not. Ace of Swords with Queen of Swords reversed. Okay. The Ace of Swords with the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, so there's this energy of cutting things off that that are not true, that you know are inauthentic, that you know is a lie, something that is dishonest, and looking for the absolute truth, like shutting down a lie with telling the truth. There is that. So, and then we had the Knight of Cups reversed, or it wasn't reversed, but with the Four of Pentacles, it's kind of like somebody wanting to express, or someone has expressed, like affection, love, adoration. Someone has possibly asked someone out on a date. And it's kind of like somebody was like, no, I think I'm good. I'm staying here. You know, I'm going to stay here safe and protect my own stability and my own foundation. But there's a lot of truth there. That's pretty awesome. I like that part a lot. Okay. Okay, let's see. Sharon Kingston. Sharon Kingston. What can I tell Sharon Kingston? 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 What does Sharon Kingston need to know? Okay. Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups reversed. Okay, so bottom of the deck, Six of Swords, someone coming home. And then the Eight of Cups reversed, that tells me that somebody's coming home. They walked away and they're like regretting their decision. They're wishing that they had not walked away. So returning home. Anything else for Sharon Kingston? the Magician. Okay, so the Magician has shown up a lot. And I just want to say, I really do feel like, even though this were for blanket statement for everybody, we're in Mercury retrograde, and it's typically not a great time to start new things. But I feel like since we're also accompanied with the eclipse energy, there is an immense ability for people to make things happen at this point in time in life, in the universe, and all of the things. I feel like it's super powerful time to make something new happen, okay? Because the eclipse wiped all the things out that don't belong, okay? Now, back to Sharon Kingston, okay? Somebody it's with the Magician on the bottom of the deck, it's kind of like possibly there's someone out a distance from you that you were in communication with, or that you have been in communication with. Um and it's just going to be very successful, this communication, like putting out applications, calling out to someone, trying to find a new creative outlet, trying to find a new creative partner, trying to further yourself creatively, because it's a page of wands. So this is taking a pretty big step to make another huge step happen. And whoever you're communicating with at a distance, it's going to be you're going to be kind of like the answer that they need, or that they've been looking for. And it's all, I mean, it's going to be good for you too, but you are going to come in this person out at a distance, you're going to be the thing that they need, the thing that they've been looking for. Now, Mavzuna, let's see, what card can I get for Mavzuna? I'm not current on the comments just yet. Give me after this, and then I will get to the more current comments. They kind of came in faster than I'm used to. Let's see. What do I need to tell Mavzuna? What do I need to tell Mavzuna? What do I need to tell Mavzuna? Okay. Four of Pentacles reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Four of Pentacles reversed on the bottom of the deck. Page of Pentacles reversed. And then we have the Queen of Swords sideways, and we also have the Nine of Swords sideways. It looks like there's absolutely some disruption into your foundation. Four of Pentacles is Pentacles, so it's money, okay? It looks like that's kind of shaken up. That's not very solid. That's not very stable. And it also looks like there was some kind of a loss, like someone, maybe you didn't get hired for a job, or it's you lost a job. And then there's this concern, there's this worry with the Queen of Swords sideways. And the Queen of Swords sideways, her energy right now is telling me that possibly maybe you went along with someone as far as trying to build your secure foundation, your stable foundation, your money, and maybe it didn't align with your beliefs, with your morals, with your ethics, and possibly you're kind of feeling torn between should you just speak up and be exactly say exactly what you feel, or do you need to kind of stay quiet and kind of go along with what everybody else is doing? Because the Queen of Swords sideways is kind of like this kind of limbo energy of knowing what the truth is, but not taking action on getting rid of it. Oh my goodness, 4.99 from Mavzuna Krisova. Thank you so much. Oh, it's almost your birthday. Well, happy birthday. Very early birthday. Happy early birthday. Thank you for spending some of your time here with me. He does love his box. Oh, who said that? Slices twice. You're so clever. Okay. So, oh, right now I opened the windows over here. Well, actually, he's sleeping. He's sleeping at the very top of the cat tree. Here, I'll show you. He's Grace is in the space bubble. He's at the very top. And then Hattie is looking out the window, watching the birds. Oh, yeah, and charging in the sun, getting full charge. I want to say thank you so much for this super thanks or the sticker, this gift. Thank you very much. Mark, I just tried to call you yesterday. Really? My phone did not ring at all yesterday. And I mean, I'm just kind of glazing over the fact that I don't think I gave you my phone number, so how are you calling me? But seriously, my phone did not ring yesterday. But it is also Mercury retrograde. Okay, so let's see. Who else? Nico Green. Hi. Thank you for being here. Okay, Jimmy Canada. Let's see. Jimmy Canada. You know, every time I hear Canada, I just think Foodie Beauty. I think like Foodie Beauty is like the mascot of Canada, which is not great for Canada. But I realize there's other people from Canada besides Foodie Beauty. That's just all I know of Canada, really. I'm sorry. I sound probably like a little bit of an ignorant American here, but I also do know that Canada is very expensive. Like, I wonder how people make it there. The pay must be great. I mean, the pay and the job market must be very, very good. Okay, so Jimmy Canada. Jimmy Canada. What can I tell Jimmy Canada? 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 Wow. Okay. Knight of Wands reversed, so Sagittarius energy, but kind of fizzling out from some really intense passion, like not it's fizzling out, like the passion's not there. And then the Emperor. Okay. So Aries and Taurus energy, Jimmy Canada, and then we have Sagittarius energy. I want more cards. I want more cards. Are you the Emperor, Jimmy Canada? And are you feeling like you're kind of like lost control over your own destiny? Because that's kind of what it seems. Or did someone is the Emperor someone above you that kind of has power over you and they've lost their oomph, their fire. But I really feel like the Emperor is showing up as you in your life, being in control of your life, but the Knight of Wands reversed, it's just not there. Feeling like the passion is gone. Something, it's like someone is, blown out the flame. Oh, wow. Okay, so Ten of Wands, and then the Hermit reversed. Virgo energy. With this card right here on the bottom of the deck, that's definitely telling me that, I mean, being very defensive, being very, very defensive to everybody and everything. Creating, putting, keeping yourself busy with so many projects that you're just concerned with all of the projects. So you don't have to see anything else. And so nobody else can really get in to you either. Like it's like a protective thing of keeping busy, especially with creative projects. And then the Hermit reverse, that's Virgo energy. So I mean, there's I really do feel like this is, you're kind of wondering, like, what are you doing a little bit? Like, I'm going to go ahead and say, Jimmy Canada, it looks like you're incredibly successful. Absolutely. But I feel like with these cards, it's telling me that there is this kind of closed offness to anything close with other people. Maybe out of a fear that you're going to let somebody in that would just possibly wreck everything that you have built and everything that you are working for and on. Okay. Oh, yeah. I love this. The comments just keep coming in, and I love this. I can't. Okay. Risen. Okay. Well, he isn't here. So you're literally felling literally nothing. Cards isn't telling you anything. Cards aren't telling you anything. Aw. What is this? One other person has sent a message since I joined, and they said, "Hi, Dave Adams. What is going on with Keir Starmer right now? What is going on?" Um, it's going great. Dave, I'm alive. I'm free. I have I have food, I have shelter, I have water. I have a car that could take me anywhere I want. I have a new job. I have you guys. I'm so blessed. There's no reason why I should not be good right now. Um God, you're dumb. Risen fallacy. Oh. Well, you know what? Risen fallacy. It takes one to know one. Let's see what Risen Fallacy card needs. Let's see. Risen Fallacy. What card do they need? What card do they need? What card does Risen Fallacy need? What card does Risen Fallacy need? Queen of Swords reversed and the Chariot. Okay, so, I mean, you're obviously just really trying to knock me down. You're really trying to knock me down, but I think you're also really thinking that you're trying to knock things that are not true down. You're trying to have some kind of a victory. Why is Risen Fallacy this way? Why? Aw, did you have a broken heart? I mean, that's so cliche. That's so cliche. The Magician reversed. Okay, so Gemini energy right here, but the Lovers reversed. So you've got a broken heart. You haven't met your soulmate. If you did meet your soulmate, it didn't work out. But also, more than that, you haven't learned to love yourself. You haven't learned to respect yourself and love yourself, Risen Fallacy. That's why you are this way. And that really sucks. That sucks because obviously you exist in the world. And I feel like every single human should love themselves before they love anything else. Absolutely. So, okay. So you have it out for me so much because, yeah, you were really happy at one point in time. You were really happy at one point in time. And it just went away. I don't really know why. The Magician reversed, master manipulator type energy is on the bottom of the deck. Um Forcefully trying to make life happen, especially love happen, and it's just not. So that's why Risen Fallacy is the way that they are. Okay, so Dave Adams. What can I tell Dave Adams? 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 What does Dave Adams need to know? the Hermit reversed, Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Okay. Ace of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Hermit reversed. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you, Dave, is that the Hermit reverse is kind of giving me, I don't know if this is your energy, if this is a person around you, but it's definitely a careless energy. It's a person who's constantly, who's kind of just blowing in the wind, doing whatever comes to them, whatever they want, not at all trying to look inward and try to grow as a soul, as a human. So this could also be with the Hermit. The light in the Hermit's lantern is the star, and that's Aquarius. So this could be someone who is not really listening to what you have to say, who is not taking your wisdom into account. Mostly what I'm going to say is just watch out for other people who don't have your best interest at heart, and don't get sucked into what they think and what they're doing. Also, be very protective of yourself and your money. Be protective of your home. And then we have the Ace of Swords. I mean, be absolutely, completely honest. Maybe tell this person. You may need to tell this person, sorry, I can't have you in my life anymore. Okay. Risen fallacy. I know, right? Sherry Flower, he is a coward. Risen fallacy is obviously not very intelligent. I mean, it's funny. It's cool. It's engagement, so it's getting me money. Risen fallacy is just displaying how absolutely unhappy risen fallacy is with their life for all of us to see. And it's very unfortunate. So what we should all do is we should all send risen fallacy love. We should all send risen fallacy love. And we should pray that risen fallacy can realize that life is good and they don't have to be hateful to complete strangers. And hopefully one day risen fallacy will know that. We'll learn that. Maybe one day risen fallacy will be happy. I've been barked at by bigger dogs than you. Okay, Sherry Flower. Sherry Flower. And I think I did also see, I did, Jupiter Jazz. You're exactly right. Someone who hates himself. You're absolutely right. So the things that people say to other people, especially when they don't like them, are all qualities of their own self projected onto other people. So let's go ahead and say risen fallacy knows that they're actually a fraud and they're upset about it. And so they're trying to call it out to me because I'm here being happy and vibing and loving myself. And I'm making risen fallacy realize that they are an actual fraud, and it's really getting to risen fallacy. Whatever the case, it's not that deep, and it is getting me engagement. So risen fallacy. What's one more card that I can tell risen fallacy? What would help them? Ah, the Fool. The Fool and Ten of Wands. The Fool and Ten of Wands. I don't know if there's hope. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. You know what? Chia seeds. We're going to do a different deck. We're going to do a different deck. And we're going to sit this one over here. And we're going to put a beautiful little crystal on it. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do a crystal and some obsidian. We're going to do some aragonite and some obsidian. And we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Okay, so sherry flower. Sherry flower. Sherry flower. Sherry flower. What do I need to tell Sherry flower? What do I need to tell Sherry flower? What do I need to tell Sherry flower? Oh, judgment. That kind of came out, but then it went right back in. What do I need to tell Sherry flower? Okay. What do I need to tell you? There is some kind of a struggle. Seven of Wands. Possibly this is you. You know, keeping your head above water. You're able to do that. You are able to keep your head above water. You are able to take care of all of your responsibilities, you know, but it's kind of like the energy is you just can, like you're not growing past just being able to take care of everything. But then this comes in, the Knight of Cups. Okay, the Knight of Cups. This is either someone coming into your life and telling you, expressing love to you, wanting to take you out on a date, wanting to show you adoration, or this is you extending that out to someone else or to a different, possibly you might have like be communicating with a new job or a new possible place to make money. Clarify the Knight of Cups for Sherry Flower. Queen of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this is you finding a place to make more money, enjoy yourself, enjoy your job, you know, actually where I said that you were kind of able to just take care of your responsibilities and you could do that, but it was not growing anywhere. There's something coming along very soon that is going to allow you to grow and you will be happy. Like you're taking charge with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. You're taking charge, you're taking action on anything that is draining your finances, anything that is not paying you properly or fairly, not compensating you for what you deserve. And then also with the Knight of Pentacles, it kind of looks like maybe someone did take some kind of payout that should have come to you, like insurance payout, or maybe like some kind of paycheck that was owed to you, or even like a life insurance policy, short-term disability policy. There was something, maybe it's like alimony or child support. It was supposed to be coming to you and somehow someone was keeping it from you, or it was delayed in getting to you. Taking action in regards to that. And with the Knight of Cups, it's going to be very happy. It's going to be very happy for you. Okay. with what you're doing and the changes that you're going to be making. Anything else for Sherry Flower? Yeah. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Three of Pentacles right here. Okay. Sorry. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. You're absolutely taking massive big steps, possibly even starting school, a trade school, a new job, some kind of new training. There's something brand new coming on up that you're going to be doing, or that you are doing, that is going to help build the doorway to your brand new life. It's going to be authentic and genuine for you. It's going to give you the chance to shine with all of the talents and skills that you have. And it's absolutely going to turn your financial situation around, like in such a good way. In such a good way. So that is good. Okay. Okay. So Dave Adams, I know who they are. I also, one of them is going through my family in order to contact them, for me to contact them. It's not working. I don't know how to say Geolocala. I don't know what that, I don't know how to say that. I'm so sorry. That's like a lot of syllables, but I look like your 10th grade teacher. I mean, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Sherry Flower. I love you. Dave Adams, in regards to your comment that you just said, I don't know. It just kind of seems like harassment to be contacting your family and to trying to use your family to go and to try to contact you. Just be very, very protective of yourself, okay? Even if that means you have to just be kind of like not nice. Okay. Yes, thank you, Jupiter Jazz. Thank you for boosting my algorithm, Risen Fallacies. Thank you so much. You're working hard for me today. Thank you. Speaking of Jupiter Jazz. Speaking of Jupiter Jazz. Jupiter Jazz. What do I need to tell Jupiter Jazz? What card does Jupiter Jazz need? What card does Jupiter Jazz need? What do I need to tell her? What do I need to tell Jupiter Jazz? 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 Okay. 7 of Wands. And the Queen of Cups reversed. Okay. This is okay. So it looks a little bit like Queen of Cups. This is like mother figure energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but it's absolutely mother figure energy. So I don't know if this is your mom, someone else's mom, whatever is going on, but this person is causing a lot of issues. It's like struggling because of this person, because of this mother figure. Tell me more for Jupiter Jazz. Tell me more for Jupiter Jazz. 7 of Cups and the High Priestess. You know this, okay? Everything that you... Who is this Queen of Cups, Jupiter Jazz? She's getting in between your dreams. She's getting in between you reaching your goals. She's getting in between you and your destiny, okay? She doesn't need to be in your life. I mean, if it's your mom, I'm not going to tell you like, yes, just completely cut your mom off. But don't tell her about your dreams. Don't tell her about your goals. Don't tell her what you're trying to achieve in life, unfortunately, because they're coming in between your ability to accomplish these goals. Like they're planting just a little bit of doubt in your mind, it seems like. And you know you know more than this Queen of Cups knows, okay? You know more. You know more about yourself. You know more about the situation. You know more about what's going to get your dreams to come true, to reach your goals. So just know that. Just know that. Is there any action this Queen of Cups reversed is taking in regards to this situation for Jupiter Jazz? Is there any action this Queen of Cups reversed is taking? Eight of Pentacles reversed. I don't know exactly what that means with the three. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know exactly how it's going to play out in your life. But Three of Swords reversed, or sideways, actually. It's like she's really stuck in a heartbreak. She's really stuck in Three Swords in her heart. She hasn't healed from that. And it almost plays, I mean, this is, I don't know. Is she going to try to get you to lose your job? That's a possibility, because the Eight of Pentacles reversed is absolutely someone not having work. Also behind the Eight of Pentacles reversed is the Seven of Swords reversed. So it kind of looks like at one point in time, maybe she did cost you your job, and now she's going to come and try and apologize to you and be like, telling you exactly what happened, like, this is why I did it, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And that's going to be in some kind of way, in some shape or form, to try to get you back in close with this Queen of Cups reversed. Either way, this person is not great, Jupiter Jazz, okay? This person is not great, and they don't have your best interest at heart. So I'm just going to say, just be very cautious, and also trust yourself. The most important thing is, do not tell this person, if you've just gotten a new job or if you're getting a new job, don't tell them where you work. Don't tell them where your new job is. Don't tell them any kind of side hustles that you have going on. Don't tell them about like any books that you're writing. Don't tell them about any art that you're creating. Don't don't tell them. And with the Queen of Cups reversed, there obviously at some point in time was some kind of love there, like a really trusting motherly love there. So I think possibly it could possibly be very lonely to not communicate these successes and these wins for you. But she's just really getting in the way of you making things happen for yourself. So okay. You know what is so funny? Sharon Kingston, at my old job, people would tell me you would be a really good therapist. Um, and I am like, I told them, I was like, I actually wouldn't be a great therapist, because when I give advice, and if people don't take it and like put it into action, then I just get really frustrated and I don't want to deal with them anymore. And I feel like therapists probably listen to a lot of people who come in once a week, once a month, and it's just the same story, and they don't really try to make any changes, because a lot of people, life is exhausting, and making changes takes effort. Sometimes it's scary because they have to like change their entire life, maybe leave a comforting toxic situation. I feel like just a lot of people don't actually take action. And so I would be like, I don't want to hear you anymore. But thank you for the compliment. Now my drone page on another platform is expanding. I'm starting to find out who's got my back. Friends, so-called, including family. Aw. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. It's a possibility that I need a restraining order. It's a possibility. I mean, I realize that I am a very strong, confident, beautiful, and powerful human being. And I do realize that that makes a lot of people insecure. And then they resort to hate, like keyboard cowboy kind of stuff, you know? This person in real life is probably too chicken shit to even leave their house. So, right, exactly. Jupiter Jazz. The harasser dishes it out but can't take it. I think that he belongs in the lolcow universe. I think he belongs in, he's a lolcow. He's a lolcow. Okay. Jupiter Jazz, you're exactly right. Light years ahead of you. I think what we're just going to do is just not engage with him because he hates himself, obviously. He hates his life. He's miserable. And all he has in life going for him is to sit at home and keyboard hate to people that are vibing high. So do not engage with him. Okay. But I thank you all for coming to my defense. I really do thank you all for coming to my defense. But he's just trying to bring the vibe down, and let's not give him what he wants because he's just hates himself. He's miserable. He has a boring, uneventful, unloving, sad, pathetic life. What time is it in the States? Oh my goodness. Um, it is 11:45 a.m. But most of the United States experienced daylight savings time today. I am Mountain Standard Time, so we don't do daylight savings time. So the other people in the United States did experience that. They what does it do? You lose an hour, you spring forward, you lose an hour. But it's 11:45 here. You're welcome, Sherry Flower. Oh my goodness, Sharon, you're so sweet. A warm, empathetic, non judgmental soul, the complete opposite of misery loves company. Thank you. Thank you. I am warm and I am empathetic and empathic. And I give everybody a chance. But I also do not mistake my kindness for weakness because I will say the things that people are scared to say. Just ask my ex coworkers. Basically told my mom when I visited her that I'm not interested. I'm here visiting my mom and not talking about others. My mom is covering. Oh, my goodness. Well, my prayers for to your mom. I'm sorry. I do have to say that it's very charming and it says a lot about you as a person that you do have a relationship with your mom. I have to say that, and it's very nice. It's very refreshing. It's very commendable. Oy. I accomplish much more when I keep them to myself. So you know what, Jupiter Jazz? At the place where I worked with the people that I worked with, um, psychology in general just attracts all of these people with these massive egos because they all think that they know everything about a human being because they know psychology. The key in life is that a lot of people haven't accomplished in life, and a lot of professionals there have not accomplished it either. Um, they fail to apply the psychology to themselves, and they fail to look at their own selves and see maybe where they need to do some work. So I kept my thoughts to myself for 2 years. And then finally, the first day of Mercury retrograde, this one coworker who is just, oh my gosh, I could say so many things that are not nice, but I'm not going to. I'll keep those to myself. But she absolutely has to be the one in charge. She has to know every single thing about everything. She thinks that she runs the place when she actually does not. And there was a code, there was a situation. I wasn't a part of it. We had so many wild members that day. And one of them, he strangled another patient, like, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So this particular person that strangled the other patient, he was feeling antsy. And so they said, can you take him outside? And me and this particular patient that strangled another person, we got along really great. So I took him outside, and I was sitting outside with him by myself. And then we just hear yelling coming from the day room. We just hear serious yelling, and I look at him and I was like, what is going on? I stay right here. I'm just gonna go and look. And of course, he sat right there, just soaking up the sunshine. And I went and I looked, and there's like another patient, this new patient. I've never seen him before. And he is like running naked at the tech who thinks that she knows everything and is perfect at everything. Um, and I mean, I just kind of chuckled because like she's a fucking bitch. And like, no, I'm not gonna run in there and try and save you. No, you can handle this. You know everything. Anyways, about an hour later, we come inside. Everybody needs to go to their room because this guy's still angry and naked and violent, and they need to do a code, which means they need to do injections like IM medications, chemical restraint. This person needs to be injected with a sedative. They need to go to bed. They need to chill out. They're very angry, very violent. It's not therapeutic for anybody else. So I had an appointment that day. I actually had a job interview that day, and I had already told them like my lunch is going at 1 because I have an appointment at 1:15. Um, and this was probably like 30 minutes before 1. And I stood in the bubble area waiting because I'm like, if you go hands on, I'm here. You need more hands. I'm going to make sure that I'm here so I can help y'all during this code. And of course, it's a whole bunch of new nurses, and everything is chaotic, and they've been moving stuff around, and like they come out and they tell like the director of nursing like we don't even have like the injectable form of this medication. And so the director of nursing is just like, oh my God, which I don't blame her. But my other two coworkers came into the bubble because, of course, they're one of them is the one that has to know everything. And she just couldn't stand being, watching everybody else in the hallway, not knowing what's going on in the bubble. What are the people in charge doing? What's the plan? And Andrea's in there? No. And so she runs in, and the director of nursing, the DON, she tells them, no, you do not behave this way, because they were like moving beds, and apparently they had been moving this member a couple of times. I mean, and exactly right. It's a hospital. Why are you going to keep moving people? Sometimes you have to kind of like make room, but this particular tech had taken it upon herself to just move some members all around. And we don't know, but that could have contributed to his naked frustration. So the director of nursing tells them Her and this other tech, they're, attached at the hip. It tells them, um, no, that's not what you do. You don't do that correctly. That is not correct, like, practice. That's not what we're supposed to do. You okay this. The nurses are the ones who can communicate whether you need to move members or not. But these people are sick. They're not feeling well. And the more that you just like wake them up and move them rooms, yeah, that's going to cause frustration. And I mean, I just chuckled because obviously it's the one that has to be correct and doing everything. And she just got in trouble. So fast forward to the next day. That was the 25th. So the 26th, this particular coworker comes and sits down at like 6 o'clock after, 11 hours of the shift. And she's like, and mind you, I've been communicating with her the whole time because I, even if I don't like you as a human being and I think that you suck, I can still communicate at work. I can still talk. I can do that. It's just, you just communicate. You're at work. And we work in a hospital, so you would think that there would be like this level of maturity and professionalism that would accompany the behavior, but you'd be wrong. So she comes out at 6 and she sits at the table and she's like, so I've already called the boss. I'm not going to say her name, and I'm going to be off tomorrow. I feel like if I come in tomorrow, I'm actually going to quit, and I feel very alone, and I feel like I'm just alone out here. And I looked at her and I said, "Why are you? How do you feel alone? I've been here helping you for yesterday and today, and you've got your best friend here. Y'all are like attached at the hip. How are you feeling alone?" And she was like, "Do you really want me to tell you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would love for you to tell me." And then she was like, the code was really stressful and I almost got punched. And I mean, and granted, almost getting punched is like, it's like an everyday risk that everybody takes working on the psychiatric acute care unit. It's why we learn de-escalation techniques. um and she was like, "I almost got punched and I feel like I just feel really alone, and like you are not doing anything." She told me, "You are not doing anything." And I was like, wrong. Actually, incorrect. I have been doing groups, I have been doing discharges, I have been doing admits, and I have been on bedboard. And I've also been hanging out, especially keeping our strangling patient very calm. And she was like, "All you do, I just watch you on your phone. You're shopping and you are looking at cat pictures." And I was just like, "Oh, hell no." I said, "I don't think I'm really the problem." And I said her name. I said, "What I think is actually wrong right now and what you're actually upset about is you got embarrassed in front of me and everybody else by the director of nursing. And you like to do everything perfect. And she put you in your place." "No, she didn't. No, she didn't." And I was like, "Then why did you tell our boss this morning that she did?" And she's like, I was just trying to stand in solidarity." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. I'm right." And so then she started crying and she walked out. And then everybody goes, like nurses and everyone, absolutely unprofessional as fuck. They all leave and go to the very back, and I'm just on the floor with 16 patients by myself, and she's just like screamed at me and like made me feel like I don't do shit. Fuck that. So I said, "I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this." I walked in and was like, "Okay, so everybody, even nurses included, are just going to totally leave the area and go huddle around y'all. Y'all can all eat a dick. I don't have to do this. Peace. I'll solve your problem for you." And, I, 2 years in the making, but I said exactly what her problem was. And she had she absolutely thought she was going to psychology me into going, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you feel that way." No, 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 no. Fuck that. Fuck that. She didn't think I was going to bring it up. But that's exactly what her problem was. I mean, I wouldn't even care, but she wants to be. She always inserts herself into, I know everything. I know the policies. I'm the one who's doing the best. I do the best groups. I do the best everything. I'm always awesome. I call her the waitress because she's always like, "Hi, how are y'all?" La, la, la. It's like totally fake, totally fake happy. Um, if she didn't try to be that way so much, then I probably wouldn't have said that because I do have compassion and I am empathetic. And I know that that was probably really embarrassing for her. I mean, I know it was. I watched it. I was standing right there and nobody said anything to me because what? I don't do my job? Wrong, because I do my job right. But yeah, I'm so 12 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours of that shit. Fuck that. It's horrible. It is the most horrible place. And also, on a grander scale, the whole system is wrong. The entire system is wrong. People that come in there don't get better. They just come in there to detox, you know? They just come in to get back on their medication, which I realize places need to be open for people like that, but there's no trying to actually help them. There's none of that. It's all just come in, we can bill you for the stay, we can bill you for the meds, we can get paid, and we can actually not really truly cure you or help you. And you'll just keep coming back. And it's a cycle of money. I mean, that's not even that place of business's problem, really. It's the whole system. Like mental health is just it's just not valued. It's not like a very big concern for our government. So there is very little funding for it. There is very little attention paid to it. And that sucks. That really sucks. I firmly believe that mental health should be right up there with medical and with dental. Like these are the three things that every government should have the most important, like place the most importance on. Because if you're not right in your head, you're not going to be right in society, and it's obviously going to affect other people. A lot of people, it's a whole thing. It's a whole ripple effect. But yeah, I kept it in for 2 years. I kept it in for 2 years. And now I feel like, but I've always been the kind of person that's like, just say it. Just say it. Just say it. Like, yeah, just say it. Because the people dishing it out are fucking wrong. And someone's got to put them in their place. So I am a very just say it kind of person. But I have a very long, long fuse before I get to that point. I do. I have a very long fuse. And I don't get so like jealous and insecure around other people that I feel like I need to behave in a manipulative, mean girl kind of way. I don't. She does. Like, she had 3 nurses and 2 more techs. I mean, she has got to have a ton of people telling her, you're right, you're right. And what makes me strong is I know when I'm right and I know I'm fucking strong and I don't need one single person to back me up. And I will keep going. That's what makes me strong. God makes me strong. Jesus makes me strong. Okay, so that was really long sidetrack out of tarot. Chinese checkers. Hi. And Rizzo, hello. Thank y'all for coming in. I'm gonna yeah, a lot of people do not understand that. And so zero accountability from your fake coworker sounds like a very toxic workplace. Exactly. X marks the spot. So I don't want to step on any bugs. I don't. I will actively go out of my way to not step on bugs. I will save spiders and put them outside or in a safer place. I don't step on bugs. I don't want to kill anything. I don't want to step on anything. I respect all life. So, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for listening. That's the last I'm going to talk about it. I wrote a really long, detailed letter to God about that whole place and those people, and how they made me feel and how they treated me. And I put it in my Bible so God can make sure to read it. And then I'm just leaving it there for God. So let's move back to tarot. Let's see. What can I get for Rizzo? What does Rizzo need to know? What does Rizzo need to know? What card does Rizzo need to hear, to see, to know? What card? What card for Rizzo? What do I need to tell Rizzo? What do I need to tell Rizzo? Okay. Page of Wands and Justice reversed. Interesting. Okay. Justice reversed. Page of Wands. I'm going to get some more cards because it definitely looks like someone is. There's the Page of Wands is, trying to connect with people outside of your everyday circle, possibly trying to find a new job, possibly trying to find another gig, new creative partners, new creative endeavors, trying to make that happen. And it's the Justice card reversed. It's kind of like someone is going out of their way and asking about and trying to make something unfair happen, something dishonest happen. Okay. The Magician reversed and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So, this is definitely giving me like karma energy, but also giving me like revenge energy. This is like someone is struggling, so they're actively going out of their way to try to create a struggle situation for someone else. Libra energy, Virgo energy, and Gemini energy. Okay, what is Rizzo's advice in this situation? Rizzo's advice in this situation is to Hanged Man, Ten of Swords reversed with the Four of Cups. Okay, I feel like something ended for Rizzo, and I feel like it was definitely a shady situation. It was a deceptive type situation. Someone in this situation, I think, probably made you believe something or think something that wasn't true, Rizzo. And with the Four of Cups, I think that with the Ten of Swords, I think that the cards are telling me that you haven't let yourself realize that it's ended and that it needed to end. And you're kind of keeping yourself stuck in a little bit of being discontent in life, because you're not allowing yourself to mourn this loss or accept completely that this is gone. With the Hanged Man, it's like saying that you need to change your perspective on the situation. You need to look at this situation in a different way. The Ten of Swords reversed is like something this guy he got stabbed in the back 10 times, okay? But he's not really letting it go. And then we have the Four of Cups. That's kind of being just really bored, unhappy with the way things are. And also, the key part of the Four of Cups is like the universe is trying to give you a brand new blessing, trying to bring a brand new blessing into the situation. But because the focus is on what they don't like or what you don't like about the situation, you're not seeing that blessing yet. So change your perspective, allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to accept that this thing has ended. I thought my cat was eating my plants, but she's not. She's giving herself a bath. Okay, and I hope that was helpful. Now, Chinese checkers. Let's get a card or cards for Chinese checkers. Let's get a card or some cards for Chinese checkers. Card or cards for Chinese checkers. What do we need to tell Chinese checkers? What do we need to tell Chinese checkers? Okay, Death reversed and the Six of Cups reversed. Tell me more. It's kind of like there's a reunion. Well, it's almost like there's a reunion and that didn't happen, or there's a situation with somebody that you have bad memories with, from when you were a child. There's a childlike energy to it, and not letting those memories, not letting them go. Tell me more for Chinese checkers. The Lovers reversed. Okay, Knight of Swords reversed, King of Wands upright, Judgment upright, Knight of Swords reversed. So there's this King of Wands, Sagittarius energy, fiery, very creative, very, very charming, very good looking, very handsome, very sexual. There's some kind of judgment, like he called some kind of a judgment. Maybe he made a decision. He called a judgment on account of some gossip or possibly a rumor. It's information that is not true. Information that was communicated that's not true. And then we have the Lovers reverse. That's Gemini energy. We have two cards of Gemini actually. With the Knight of Swords, that's Gemini energy again. This is definitely like a broken heart. This is definitely like someone from the past, this King of Wands, ended something or made some kind of serious judgment on behalf of, they heard rumors, they heard gossip, they didn't even hear the truth. And not being able to let that go. And with the Lovers reversed, it looks like this is King of Cups upright is behind the Lovers reversed. This looks like it might be a father. There's like, I can see why not being able to let that go, because this is definitely a serious heartbreak and a loss and bad memories from a long time ago. Not being able to actually put that to rest. Okay, tell me advice. Advice for Chinese checkers. Advice for Chinese checkers. Advice for Chinese checkers. Ace of Wands reversed. And Nine of Cups upright. Okay, advice. My advice to you, Chinese checkers, is you don't have to take any kind of action whatsoever to try to make a dream come true for you, to make your, to receive a really great blessing. In fact, if you don't take any action and you just chill, like you don't have to go to school, you don't have to get more training, you don't have to do that. Your dreams are going to come true, okay? You don't have to go chasing them or learn something new. But also allow yourself to release these bad memories or this bad situation.
Hi, Addie Beans.
Okay. So there's like so many messages that are held for review. I think they're probably all from, you know, this the lame ass. We all know his handle. Hi JK, how are you? I feel like this has been kind of an intense live, but I mean I'm having fun. Absolutely, Sharon Kingston, coworker, does need constant validation. And you know what? In the grand scheme of people people absolutely want to belong to a group. Absolutely. That's why, I mean, it's like the tribe mentality. I think it's part of like the biological makeup of human beings. I am a little bit different. And I do think that even though people want to be part of a group, I do think that in order for you to be an incredibly strong, independent human, successful human, in life, you do need to be okay with being alone, and you do need to be okay with being your own validation. Okay. But I understand people like to have that. But yeah, I was so there's actual state laws, you know, because it's a hospital, and I was on bedboard, which means I was sitting in one spot, able to keep an eye down the bedroom hallway and an eye on everything in the day room so that I can make sure like everybody's being good, you know, basically make sure there's nobody going into another member's room. There's, you know, nobody's doing all kinds of crazy stuff because it's, you know, obviously men and women together. And you're not allowed to leave that area when you're doing that. And so there's also these state laws that the bubble is right behind, like when you're on bedboard there's like a table and you sit and watch, and behind that there is the bubble, which is basically, you know, your standard nurses station where the nurses are sitting, you know, and there by law there has to be someone, at least one nurse in there at all times. And when the two techs left me and then all the nurses left the bubble, I was like, no, no, no. I actually do a lot of work here. I do a lot of things to help people out here. Um, and you don't appreciate me. And you're going to just go ahead and leave me out here alone with, you know, two aggressive patients. I mean, I never got hit. I never got hurt because, and I think it speaks to me and my character. I treat people with respect. I treat patients with respect. I treat human beings with respect. Um, and I think that that speaks kind of like volumes that nothing ever happened to me because I listen and I communicate and I treat people with respect. Every person's unique, but yeah, they broke law. You know, they broke law. They break laws all the time. They've got. I just recently found out that they have many lawsuits, and it's not surprising. Um, it's not a great place to be. It's especially not a great place to be if you're depressed. Hi, proud black woman. Sharon Kingston, I do personal readings. I do. And I charge $30 just because it was $20 for a real long time, but life just keeps getting more expensive. So, and I do have to eat, I have to pay bills. So, and my time is very important and it's precious. But for $30, I will answer any question. So, um, and I have the readings ready for you, whoever. If somebody wants a reading, just email me. My email is in the description of my channel on the community page. And as soon as I receive payment, I will have a reading available for you within 24 hours. Usually it's not even that long. But yeah, I don't do like one question or one subject for a reading. I will answer as many questions as you have. I mean, if you wanted to ask me 20 questions, then I might add a little bit more. I might add like another reading's worth, but no, I don't have like really a limit for questions.
I love you. I love you. What do you want? What do you need, honey? What do you need, honey?
I thought about doing the school thing. Um, I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's an app, SKOOL, and I thought about doing that and teaching tarot. I'm still looking into it. Then I've also thought I should probably just start making videos for this channel with just kind of like the basics of tarot and teach too. Okay. Persons person centered with care and respect and dignity. I love that. Who I I think that's everybody in this chat except for that risen person. But I think the risen person's gone. Oh, thank you so much, Sharon. I love that. Thank you. I look forward to it. I look forward to hearing from you and being able to do personal reading for you. So I'm gonna get
Hi, honey. I love you.
she's telling me, can you finish? Can you finish this? She's right there.
Hi, honey. I love you.
She's showing me her teeth. She's like, I run this place. I have the teeth. And she does. This is her house. I just pay rent. Let's see. Proud black woman. What can I tell proud black woman? I want to get you a card since you jumped in. What can I tell proud black woman? 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 What does she need to hear? What does proud black woman? Okay, Four of Cups reversed, Strength reversed, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so proud black woman. I don't know if you're the Leo or if there's a Leo in your life who has caused you some pain and some heartache, has maybe cast you out. But there's definitely this energy of Five of Pentacles being cast out, being left out, feeling very alone while also in a great time of need, and not being able to get any help or support from anybody around you. It's a very sad and destitute feeling card. And then the Strength reversed is like feeling weak, and it can be indicative of a human being who is very, very verbally aggressive, possibly absolutely aggressive, and a bully to try to make somebody feel bad. And then we have the Four of Cups reversed. So I feel like what these cards are telling me, proud black woman, is things are completely turning around for you in regards to the situation. Is there any advice for proud black woman? So that's good. Is there any advice for proud black woman? Okay. Two of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Ace of Pentacles sideways. Okay, so there's absolutely someone in your life who is there's absolutely someone in your life who is not telling you the full story, okay? Um the moon, you're unsure, you feel like you cannot, I mean, you don't know, there's an illusion. This is Cancer energy. It's also with the Ace of Pentacles sideways. I feel like there's somebody who is just feel like there's somebody in your life that you need to take out of your life. You need to eliminate someone from your life. You don't need to talk to them about your job. You don't need to talk to them about like your plans, about your business. I mean, because there's this Ace of Pentacles that's crossing this situation. And there's money. There's a brand new money opportunity that's like on the line. But there's also, I feel like the Queen of Swords reverse, that's Aquarius energy, but she's irrational. She has been through a lot. She's hurt. She's been hurt, especially in love. So she is irrational. She only sees what she wants to see, and she can't see anyone else's perspective or anything else. And she thinks that everyone is out to get her. She thinks that everyone is out to get her. And a lot of times people are. So she's not terribly like completely wrong, but that energy, that irrational energy, or possibly this person who is this way, that's cutting everything out, is kind of like blocking blessings. Okay, so this is this is somebody who knows about spirituality. This is like definitely someone who knows about spirituality around you. They're manipulative. Like whenever I just split the deck for you. Proud Black Woman, and it's the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. That is some serious like that. This is the opportunity to make the change in the money abundance of a lifetime. Okay, to have this serious opportunity. This is a life changing opportunity. But you need to stop communicating to there's like this one female energy, okay? It's really passive. Like it's not taking a whole lot of actual true action, like going to work and doing that kind of a thing. It's a person who is dishonest, and a person who has been hurt, and who is behaving and speaking things like what the High Priestess reverse was behind the moon. I feel like this is a person who knows a lot about spirituality and possibly uses it for their own benefit. Um, they kind of make people think that they need to listen to her, um, out of, and it's almost like using like a spiritual fear to get people to do what they want. um, my advice, my cards advice: cut anybody. You don't have to cut them out of your life completely, but don't communicate your opportunities and your plans and your dreams, especially your business, to people. Don't do that anymore, because like I said, they're kind of like blocking your blessings. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do, should I just stay live and just like do a whole day thing? How much battery power do I have in my phone? I mean, I could charge it. Yeah, I have 60%. I could definitely do this. Or should I take a break? The thing is, I have to use the restroom, and I don't want to do that online. How about maybe I might go live later? I had mentioned taking y'all out on like a field trip, and Devia wanted to go to Sedona, and I was going to do that yesterday, but the wind was blowing like 20 miles an hour. It was just not a conducive or fun day to be going out and hiking. So I am starting my new job tomorrow, but it's just for a couple of hours, so it won't take all day. So I'm thinking Tuesday, maybe we can go to Sedona. And, I'll just maybe what we can try and do is I can walk around in the town and y'all can see the town and see things that are going on in Sedona. And then also, I think we'll still have enough time to like hit a trail and maybe we can go and check out like a vortex. No, I think that should be fun. But yeah, it's just there's so much dirt out there that when it's so windy, it's less than enjoyable. So, I want to thank you all for being here. Like always, my loyal, not just subscribers, but my community, my people, my fam. I really do appreciate you guys, and I love you all. Let's see. There's you know what? You want to go to the stupa? We will go. Okay, we'll have to do that first because I've been there. I've been there a couple of times and there's a very small amount of parking, but Tuesday is going to be better because the weekend it's absolutely always packed. Um we'll do the stupa. It's it's a beautiful place. I do like to go there. I've been there many times. So, okay. Um I love that. I love that. Once a long time ago. Okay, so you know. But fantastic idea because I don't know if anybody else here has been there, so it will be very beautiful to share. To share. Yeah. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much for being here. And I hope that y'all have a beautiful Sunday and blessings and love. I love you guys. Thank you for being here.